Good evening, my dear kids. I think it's a long waiting. There was some internet cable issue. Okay, some problems are left over in the what all we have discussed, all the topics. No, some still more some numericals are there. So numericals, I'll try to cover them all. Okay, let me start the class. Okay, kids, like one more we have topic called like a aircraft wind. The method involved is similar to the river boat or the rain umbrella. In case of the river boat, it was the river current, and the boat, they will discuss relative motion. Yes, similarly, the wind and the aircraft when they're moving. So what is the effect of the wind on the motion of the aircraft? So that is what we are going to discuss in this particular given topic here now. First, we'll take an example of the wind will the effect of the wind will be there on the motion of the flight. So that we know it. So now, how do that particular motion of the wind, or the wind which blows with a certain velocity, how do it will affect on the motion of the plane? That is what we are to analyze in this given topic here. So let me start with a. So there's a point A, there's a point B. Let the wind blow with a velocity VW. What is VW? Velocity of wind with respect to ground. I need not to mention that. Then the aeroplane. I think I can draw aeroplane. No, it is going to move towards right with a velocity. So what all it will have, VAW, velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, like how velocity of swimmer with respect to river. So what all the speedometer of the aeroplane that indicates, it will indicate the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. So you just call the pilot and ask him with what speed he is moving. He says that, let's say 50 km per hour or 100 km per hour. With respect to what? With respect to the wind it is. With respect to ground, you don't know. So the speedometer of the aeroplane, what it indicates, it measures the speed of the aircraft with respect to wind. So this is a very basic instruction. Let me write here. Note. So the speedometer measures the speed of aircraft with respect to wind. If the wind doesn't blow, okay, fine. If the wind blows, then always the speedometer of aircraft will indicate the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. With the help of this, we are going to calculate the absolute one. Let the distance from the point.
Sir, if there is no wind,
Then VAW will become equal to VA. Simple idea, no?
okay, sir.
So in what direction the wind is blowing? From A to B. So what is the first case I'm discussing is like a wind blows from A to B. Wind blows from A to B. So the wind is going to blow from A to B. Then we are discussing this situation. Now, I want the time taken by the plane to move from A to B. So what is A and B? A and B are the points with respect to ground. Destination. There's like a source, there's a destination. Then what is the time taken? For that, I should know the absolute velocity of the plane with respect to ground. I think the source and destination, they must lie on the ground. Agreed? So therefore, the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind should be equal to velocity of aircraft with respect to ground minus velocity of wind with respect to ground. Velocity of aircraft with respect to ground, that is what VAW, we know it. Anything towards right, let it be positive. Velocity of aircraft with respect to ground, this is I'm going to call just VA. This we don't know, leave it, and this is VW. So velocity of aircraft equal to So what is the time taken now to move from A to B? It should be equal to L by VA. There's a time taken by the aircraft to move from A to B. Similarly, if the wind blows opposite to the direction of motion of the plane, the plane will start again, it will be source, this will be destination.
Sir, what is L in this formula, sir?
Length, no. How do you not saying source to destination? Huh?
Okay, sir.
The distance from source to destination. Okay, there's a aircraft, it is moving with a velocity with respect to wind, and the wind blows opposite to direction of motion of the plane. Your second case, wind blows from B to A. Then again the formula VAW equal to VAG minus VWG. So this is positive, this we don't know. This is VW. Any why negative sign? Anything directed towards right is positive. Then VAG or just only VA, this should be equal to VAW minus VW. Then in this case, what is the time taken will be L by, I think this is a quite natural, no? Time taken by the plane to move from A to B. See now, okay, we have sophisticated machines, everything. Just go back 50, 60, 70, 80 years back, no? The effect of wind was something very, very important to save the fuel. They were using all these methods like how do, shall we go against the wind? No, if the wind is blowing, okay, then one better cancel the flight. If the wind blows with a high speed, then what is the problem? To reach the destination more time. So therefore what happened? They used to wait for the wind to get subsidized. After wind speed decreases, then they used to go for this one. All these were the problems what we had some 50, 60, 70 years back. Okay, now we got a very good machines. We are able to overcome all these difficulties. But even then there'll be impact. See, I think the whole formula just revolves around this. I think from the on Monday we started the discussion and just it was revolving around this one only, no? V12 bar equal to V1 bar minus V2 bar. Only the terms you should understand here. The source and destination will be there on the ground only. So altogether to move from A to B, what is the velocity of plane with respect to ground? That's what needed. And this is not measurable. So what is measurable? VAW is measurable. The speedometer measures the speed of aircraft with respect to wind. So what is that? VAB. Speed of aircraft with respect to wind. That is VAW. VA is not measurable. VAG or VA is not measurable. Getting the idea? The same thing riverboat conditions. Suppose say if he goes from up and down, means if he moves from like A to B and B to A, to and fro trip, usually we'll call, no, to and fro trip. The wind will continue to, the wind will change. So like a to and fro trip. Now the wind I made opposite that one. Suppose if the wind blows in same direction, and if it goes from B and B to A comes in, then the direction of wind will be opposite to the motion. In that case, so we can just add up these two, to and fro journey. I just discussed very specifically here. Wind blows opposite to the direction of motion of aircraft in the direction of motion of aircraft. Then will there be any impact on the time taken to move from source to destination? Yes, it will be. If the velocity of wind is 0, then VAW will become equal to VA. It will become actual velocity. But there will be wind. Okay, write it down. We'll take the next case. Complete it? Yeah, well. Now if the wind blows perpendicular to the direction of motion, this is point A, this is a point B, the direction of wind is, and this is source, this is a destination. At t equals 0, the plane will start here. Finally, I had to reach my path with respect to ground should be in this direction. Tell me like how the plane should be head so that I'll start at A, I should reach B. Then how velocity of aircraft with respect to wind must be?
Parabola, sir.
No. Wait. Just think and answer. No, why so hurry to answer? Happily analyze, then answer back.
Onwards it starts.
Yeah. So actually, I'll go for the vector diagram. Let the diagram be as it is. A, this is B. Let's take the vector diagram. Okay, this is the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. Velocity of wind is like this. Then minus VW should be like this. Then VA bar will be in this direction. I think the velocity of aircraft with respect to ground should be directed along the path AB. For that purpose, the effect of wind will come into picture. The wind will push that one. So the resultant velocity will be such that, okay, sir, are you sure the VW in what direction it should be? Let me write equation, whether I am right or wrong. Let me analyze. VA bar minus VW minus VAW bar equal to 0, or VA bar minus VW bar equal to VAW bar. If I move from tail to head, it should be positive. Already this is a negative vector. Don't think that one. So what is the sign that should be taken care? If I move from head to tail, it should be negative. Okay, I think this is some. I'll put in a very systematic order. Some of you are getting confusion. Plus VA bar plus minus VW bar. Then I'm moving from for VAW bar. This sign has come due to it's that one, because VW bar is like this. Minus VW bar should be opposite here. I'm adding VA bar to minus VW bar. I'm taking the vector addition. I'm just taking the vector addition here. So this, if I write it, so in what direction I should head the plane? I should make it to move somewhere in this direction. The wind velocity will push it, and finally I'll get the VA bar. Okay, able to get this one? The effect of wind has to be taken into picture. That's all here. Sir, is it minus VW bar or VW you are going to add? Anybody wants to do correction or okay sir, fine, what all you teach will be always right. Please do think. I want to put effort here. If you can understand this, rest all will be very easy for you.
Should not be there, sir.
Uh, and there's nothing wrong with this equation. Is there anything you want to do correction for this, or let it be as it is?
Should not be there, sir.
I'm not able to hear. Actually, the wind will push here. So this VW bar, just bring it here. Nothing to do. Now write the equation. I'll end up with the same thing. Nothing wrong with it. But this is the correct way of analyzing things. VAW bar plus VW bar. I'm moving from tail to head for VA bar. So VAW bar equal to VA bar minus VW bar. I don't know, some books they are given the first diagram, but this should be the correct. If the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, if directed like this, the wind will push so that the resultant velocity will be along path AB. Now if you are a pilot and if you want to move from A to B, sir, why you are making VAW bar like this? Why don't you put VAW bar here? Okay, let's see that one. Now you will understand the significance of it. If VAW bar is directed like this and the wind will act here, then VA bar will come in this direction. Then this was our destination. No? We are going to land somewhere here. Suppose this is Hyderabad, this is Bangalore. Then you are going to land in Chennai. Passengers, what happened? They boarded from Hyderabad to Bangalore. And if you are a very good sir, I'm very good in relative velocity, and if you make the VAW bar along AB, then the wind will push and finally you are going to land in Chennai. So what passengers will do? I think will beat you, no? So what is the problem with the pilot? The pilot don't know actually the relative velocity. Are you getting? No, I think this is the biggest problem what we have. If this is the Hyderabad, this is the Bangalore. We should not land in Chennai, no, because we are heading for Bangalore. So therefore the effect of wind will come into picture. So the moment I take out the flight, I'm going to measure the wind velocity. Then I have to adjust my velocity of aircraft with respect to wind in such a direction that the resultant velocity should be along AB. Now we have equipments to indicate all this. Just go back 40-60 years, no, there were no equipments. That was the skill of a pilot. He was supposed to make a guess of it. He was just able to make a guess of wind by some instrument kept on the aeroplane, that one. Then he used to look at the radar. Then he used to make a guess of himself in what direction is moving. Now we have equipment. But 40-50 years back, everything was manual. Slight mistake, they may land here and there, again they have to do correct. There were so many problems in that one. So now we have a technological advanced equipments are there, sensors are there. So even XYZ can just take a coaching and you can become pilot. Of course, you need experience. It's not that easy. Okay, fine. I think the central core idea of the problem revolves around thinking like this. Please do remember, this is very important. When the wind blows, normal to the path. So what is the path? This is a path. Actually, this is a path. You select it. So how is the wind blowing? Wind blows. What about the time taken here in this case? Time taken as usual. So it will be like a VAW square equal to VA square plus VW square, no? Then time taken should be equal to time taken to move from A to B should be equal to L by VA. Okay, there's a time of journey. I'll take it off this. This will. This particular problem is the core central idea for all our discussion. The wind can blow in any direction, not only along the path. In every problem, try to indicate path. The path with respect to what? With respect to ground it is. In all the problems, we should try to work out about the time taken for its journey to move from source to destination.
Sir, VA square is equals to VAW square plus VW square. Na?
Vector diagram, no. When you go for the vector
Yes,
addition,
sir.
what you get? VA square plus minus of VW whole square.
Sir, VA is resultant now, sir.
We look at the triangle here, Pythagoras theorem, magnitudes they are. Look at the triangle, please. Let's see if the wind blows at an angle. This will be very important. I think, yeah. Here only will wind up. There's a path.
Sir, once can you scroll up?
Yeah, I can continue here now. Now the wind blows at a direction. Say let this angle be theta. And there's a path, there's a source, there's a destination. How I should steer the plane such that I should reach the destination. The effect of wind has to be taken. So what is the basic idea? The velocity of airplane with respect to ground should be directed along VA. So shall I put VAW along the path? I will not reach the destination. Are you getting? No. If VAW comes like this, VW will be here. Then how the VA bar will come in this direction. Instead of reaching destination, somewhere I'll reach here. So therefore, so how the VAW bar should be directed below that one. So here VAW bar, the pilot should see that the velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind should be directed at a certain angle. Let me say alpha. Then the effect of wind will be there. Then the resultant velocity of aircraft with respect to ground will be directed here. See, the velocity of aircraft with respect to ground should be directed along AB. That's the only condition. Nothing else is there. When is moving from A to B, there is a condition. Then what are the some mathematics we can go it? The net resultant velocity should be along the path. So therefore the components of velocity of wind and that of velocity of air with respect to wind along perpendicular to path should nullify. So perpendicular to path, we can write V sin theta equal to VAW sin alpha equal to 0. There's the one equation. Then what is VA should be equal to VW cos theta plus VAW cos alpha. So what is the time taken will be from L by VA. What is L? AB is L. I'll be knowing theta. So what all will be knowing? Will be knowing theta VW, in what direction the wind is blowing. Then what is the wind speed? I know. What is this VAW? The speedometer of aircraft will indicate. So with this, I'll decide alpha. The alpha now is unknown thing. It can be determined by this equation. That I'll replace here. I'm going to get the time. This alpha is what the pilot is going to make a decision. If he increases VAW, then this has to change, no? So this is not a fixed. Are you getting, no? VAW and alpha are not fixed. It all depends on situation. So if he changes VAW, correspondingly this has to change, so that the resultant path should be along VA. Able to analyze? So this alpha how to find out from this equation? Cos alpha is right root of 1 minus sin square alpha. I'll substitute sin alpha here. Then I'll solve it. Let me proceed here. L by this will come later on. What is sin alpha? That everything we have to substitute here. One more step. VA equal to VW cos theta sin alpha will be time taken move from, because what are the known things? Theta, VW, VAW. It's in terms of known things. I'm expressing all the quantities. Hope everyone is getting some method. And also same sir, when the same pilot moves from B to A, how you are going to do this problem? Let's see. It can happen, no? The wind direction will not change. So what is the only one conclusion? The velocity of airplane, the velocity of flight of aeroplane with respect to ground should be along the path AB. The only thing is what you have to consider. And the vector relation VAW bar equal to VA bar minus VW bar. The relative velocity concept. These two things have to be applied. No, in the above diagram, we'll make point B as a source, keeping the direction of wind same. Okay, this will be source, no? This is destination. This is L. How we should steer the plane? The resultant velocity VA bar should be along the path. So somewhere here, I'll adjust VAW bar. Okay, this let me call beta. Earlier we took it. Then VW bar will be in this direction. VA bar will be here. Then again perpendicular to path. VW sin theta, VAW sin beta equal to 0. Then what is the velocity VA bar? It should be resultant of VAW cos beta minus VW sin theta. Are you looking at negative sign? Resultant of those two. We'll replace cos beta by above equation. Then I can go for L by VA. You solve it later on. So this will be the method of working the problem. We'll solve it. What is there? Oh, VAW. So this will be 1 minus sine square beta VW sine theta.
Sir, it should be VW cos theta only, no, sir. VA is equal to VAW cos beta minus.
What I wrote correct, no? What is the problem?
It should be cos theta, no, sir, because x component we should subtract, no, sir. VW sin theta will give y component, no. No, sir.
Say the VW sin theta. Mute it first. You mute it. I'll speak. Mute it. VW sin theta should be equal to VAW sin beta. Then the resultant velocity will be along VA bar, along the path BA. That is okay, fine. Next, what is VA? Okay, here you mean to say cos theta it is.
That only I was saying.
Okay, the symbol. You are saying this one, no? Yeah. Then the time taken to move from B to A is given by L by VA. Oh, now you can ask questions, sir. Okay, fine, sir. We'll accept. What you are doing here, sir? Like we are not understanding. Okay, fine, sir. Like you brought something time taken, but why we should think like this here? See, altogether to move from B to A, velocity of plane. If I measure, if I stand on the ground, and if you look at the plane, in what direction the plane should move? It should move along BA, no? Simple common sense. I don't want to end up mathematically. If I stand on the ground, if I look at, then the velocity of plane should be directed from B to A. There's the one thing. So what is VA here? Velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground it is. VA bar should be along BA, that is thing. Wind will blow in this direction. Then velocity of aircraft. If I push velocity of aircraft like this, the wind will, if I make VAW like this, the wind will push it and somewhere the velocity of aircraft with respect to ground will be directed here. Means this will be always a resultant of these two. Are you getting now? This is something where don't think that don't think that like this is the resultant of this two. This is a wrong thing. This is an unknown thing. Cannot be measured, but only can be assessed. This is controllable. Beta and VAW controllable. These two are not controllable. Are you getting now? By controlling beta and VAW, I had to see that the velocity of aircraft should be along BA. I think it's not that easy job. At least, are you able to understand? These two are controllable. This is not controllable. This has to be adjusted. I have to see that all the time. Velocity of aircraft with respect to ground should be along BA. No, then only I reach the destination. Are you able to understand now? So this is what the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. So what all the aircraft produces velocity, it is with respect to wind. So the effect of wind will be there. The velocity of aircraft with respect to wind and the velocity of wind, that will determine the velocity of aircraft with respect to ground. I think this is thing. If you can understand, you need not to bother anything further here. This you write it path. We'll take one numerical so that it'll be easy for you to. Path means it is with respect to ground. Okay, some are asking, sir, with respect to what? Path with respect to ground only. Whenever I say path means it is with respect to ground. Because when I say source and destination, where do the source and destination will lie? They will lie on the ground only. So I need not to mention. I'll put in bracket so that everyone can.
Sir, here I have one doubt, sir.
There are no shortcuts, no tricks. For other exams may be needed, for advanced, nothing will help you. Checklist, formulas, everything. Every formula, what all I put round off, that is there again, no need of separately. That you have to prepare, no, as a student. Haprameha Gaud. Please do understand that in advance, the tricks will not work you. It's a wrong thing nowadays. So how I should attract students. I'll say trick. I'll say shortcut. Tell me, like, can I teach this 10 minutes? The 10 minutes relative velocity is over. Okay, V1 2 bar equal to V1 bar minus V2 bar. Apply everywhere, it's over. But really, can we manage? No.
It depends on how much they can
Yeah.
analyze.
So therefore, I don't like the tricks, shortcuts, long cuts, everything. Happily learn things. You have to bring your own methods. Like okay, this is one formula, round it off. This is one formula, round it off. Then in exam it is useful, use it.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the resultant vector should come from tail of one vector to head of another vector, sir. But
I'll break your head, Mohit, now. I'll break your head now. That's all. You are eligible for all these things. This is the resultant. No, here this is not a resultant.
Okay, yes, sir.
This is a resultant.
Okay, sir.
That's why I brought in red color.
Understood. Sorry,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Let's get into this one. Read question and try to go for some diagram. Where is our source and destination will indicate. This is source. The pilot wishes to travel from point X to point Y, and that too it is northeast. I think I cap J cap will not come. Am I right? So pilot will go for northeast, east of west. The natural direction conventions is what will be used by the pilot, not I cap J cap. Anywhere needed in calculations, we take help of I cap J cap. Agreed. This one. So this is the north. This is the east. This angle, it is given northeast. Okay, this is our source. This is a destination. The pilot moves from X to Y. His onward journey means from X to Y. His return journey means from Y to X. This much is there we have, and the distance XY is how much? Length is in still air, a wind of 50 km blowing from the south, the pilot which will travel from point X to point Y. Yeah. It's 1,000 kilometer. Let me give XY here. I think 1,000 kilometer is a very in train it may take 1 day or 2 days. Okay, let's see that this aircraft, how much of time it will take to cover that. Now The distance from the source to destination is 1000 kilometer. North of east is telling. So 45 degrees I put it. How the wind? The wind blows from the south. So we have 400 kilometer. What to do with that 400 kilometer? What it is? Aircraft flies at 400 kilometer in still air. So what shall I write 400 kilometer? Anybody from student side, I want this. What shall I write?
With respect to
Velocity of aircraft
ground.
with respect to wind.
Respect to wind.
Still what? Still air. Air will never be still. Am I right? Will be always blowing. So it's like with respect to still water, we said no. This is the thing. Velocity of wind. 50 kilometer per hour. Now, the wind is blowing in this direction. From south means along north, the wind is blowing. This is the velocity of wind. Okay, let's do one thing. Here, let's rough diagram. Whether we are right or wrong, it will help us. The velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, let it be like this. The wind velocity. Now resultant, how it will come. This was our destination, no? So where do you will head now? You will reach somewhere here Z. So where we went wrong? Nothing wrong in thinking, but at least you should do correction. This was the source, this was destination, but we are heading at Z. This was our destination. Somewhere a place Z is what we are going to land. If I make velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, if it makes an angle 45 degrees. So how I should steer the plane? I should steer the plane in such a way that velocity of aircraft with respect to wind should be somewhere in this direction. The wind will push so that the effective velocity of the aircraft or the velocity of aircraft with respect to ground should be along path XY. Got it? This is very important, students. Nothing wrong, you think it, then at least you correct it. I had to show it's a wrong. Sir, okay, at least show correct diagram, sir. Okay, I'll put it here now. Now the velocity of aircraft, let it be directed here, VAW bar. Velocity of wind, it is blowing from south means along north. Now this will be the velocity of aircraft. This angle, I don't know, theta. This is alpha, this is theta. I don't know these things, but alpha plus theta is 45 degrees. What was our question asked? Calculate the time for his onward journey. So we should know VA here. Can we say anything about this angle? (45 degrees). Now we know VW, VAW. We know one of the angle. Somehow we should get VA. Now what is our question now? We have to calculate the VW, no? Here. Sorry, VA has to be determined. This angle I don't know. VA 450 km per hour. I'm getting 433 somewhere. What has to be done? I think some, can we go for, is it a right angle triangle? Check it. No, it's not a right angle triangle. Beta, can we say anything about beta? (2.52 hours). If VA changes, then VA different, then your answer will be different. Check once calculation. So I'll go for sine rule. I'll apply sine rule. So from the sine rule, what I needed is VA by sine alpha should be equal to VAW by sine 45. VA by, so VW by sine alpha should be equal to VAW by cos 45. Alpha is unknown, I'll find out here. If I know alpha, then alpha plus beta plus 45 degrees equal to 180 degrees. I'll get the beta. From that, I'll go for again sine rule. VA sine beta is equal to VAW by sine 45. Or I'll write this sine rule, then all the unknown things you can find out. VA by sine beta.
Sir, can we say that VAW sine theta is equal to VW, sir?
No.
Why not?
Not why not? How come? See, the way
Okay, no, yes, sir, understood, sir. How come? I understood wrong, sir. I understood very wrong.
Okay, now we have to, what are alpha, beta and VA? I think we can solve this. First using this combination, we'll get alpha. Okay, this. Then after getting alpha, substitute here, we'll get beta. That beta you substitute, you'll get VA. I have value, so you can cross check later on with for 433.7 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of VA. So now what is the onward journey from TA TXY should be equal to VA by thousand by 433.7. So 2.3 hours will take us. Within this time we are going to land there. Provided the pilot should be, he should have studied relative velocity. If you don't know relative velocity, gone. No question of landing at the destination. Got it? Now the return journey. This is the onward journey what we are discussing. Time taken for onward journey. Return journey we'll see. I will slide down. Yeah, we can draw a diagram here only. Return journey from y to x. First we'll have the basic diagram, because that is what going to help us a lot. So we are going to make a journey from y to x. There's a y, there's a x. The wind will blow. So now how the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. I think now we are a little bit very good in topic. The velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, let it be directed along the path. Then how the wind is blowing in this direction. So now the aircraft the pilot should steer the aircraft in such a direction that so this angle is what we know, 45 degrees. This angle we don't know, let it be alpha. Now again we have to get into the calculation part. We should know VA, that's all. We have to calculate this VA. That alpha, this alpha are different. I'll bring some theta 1, alpha 1 or something. What are the things? VA is needed. No? So what about all other angles? How much this angle? Anybody? This angle is 45. This angle is 45. What can be this angle? 135?
135.
Yeah, it should be 135. I also improved a lot by teaching to you guys. Huh? Then the remaining angle, this we don't know, call beta 1. Let's get into again sine rule. VA by sine beta 1 equal to VAW by sine 135 degrees VW by sine alpha 1. We wanted VAW sine 135. So I'll get alpha 1, then alpha 1 plus beta 1. Now previously the pilots, they were supposed to do all this calculation. Huh? Just imagine. So now we have equipments to measure all these things. Previously what happened? Two co-pilots. Even till date it's continuing. Why the co-pilot was there means one of the pilot what happened used to give the parameters, the other what happened used to control the engine. They used to have pencil, eraser, so all these things. I think just you watch some movies, that are so nicely they have documented everything. Instead of watching our Telugu movies, no, I do suggest Telugu or Hindu movies or Kannada movies, no. You do watch some documentary movies like how they used to struggle all these calculations. Okay, now I'll end up the answer. I do have answer luckily for this question.
Sir, 135 is
Which
Yes,
one?
sir.
there.
Alpha 1 plus
You wrote
beta 1
145,
plus
sir.
130.
Oh, sorry. This is 135. $45 degrees? No, I think we can manage. Anybody answer? TYX. $2.75 check later on. 2.75 let's get into okay, I agree this. I think some very good mathematics is there. Really, you have to put effort with the triangles law, all that one, the relative velocity, everything you have to put it. So no, I think I delivered the thing which is needed. Velocity, aircraft, wind. Okay, there's a methodology is what you have to work out here. Write down first. We'll take the next type of questions. Better you have to see like this was the learning. Nothing wrong. Okay, well, if it is VAW bar is along XY, then where do the plane land? Plane will land at Z. So these are wrong. Okay, what should be the correct? The VA bar should be along the path. So everywhere in the problem you just indicate at least the right path with respect to ground. Path of whom? Path of aeroplane. Person standing on the ground should see that the plane is moving along YX. These things are not there in book, but I have seen, no, in offline classes when I go around in the class, no, the students do write all these comments. Really, I really appreciate such students where, like, they wanted to have a clarity. Such things is what say whatever you feel you understood, you can comment it. No, that's what your notes should be of that one. The notes should not be like what I scribbled. Along with this, your own understanding, your own effort should be reflected here. Provided you should put effort to understand, use brain in class, then only such comments can be written. No, otherwise just mere Cartoon Network. If you see how you write comments. Yeah, everything will be there. Okay, I think this the flag one will. I will discuss the flag one because the same concept of this is needed. I read the question. I read the question. I'll come into picture. Very nice problem. Okay, let me, a boat is moving towards its velocity and with a still water, and river is flowing towards north. Let me bring that, at least I'll help you with the diagram. Till diagram is what I can manage. Okay, there's a river. And the river is flowing towards north. Oh, I have to change it. We'll have diagram here. This is our natural directions, north. Very easy. Once I finish off this problem, oh sir, we can do this very easily. you are going to comment. Okay, this is, and the boat is moving towards east. Okay, what is the velocity of river? The velocity of river like this. No need of to make students to understand I'm bringing. Boat is moving towards east. There's a flag hoisted on it. And the wind is blowing towards north with velocity 6 meters per second. The wind velocity is in this direction. The wind is also blowing that one. The effect of wind on the boat velocity will not be there, but on the flag it will be there. Am I right? So let's get into the mathematics. Velocity of wind 6j cap. Here I'll bring unit vectors. Velocity of river 2 meters 2j cap. Velocity of boat, what is this? Is giving velocity of boat with respect to river or velocity of boat with respect to ground. Shall I write VBR or VB only? I had to really ask this question once to students. With respect to still water means what it is?
With
VBR
respect-
only. Yeah, VBR only it is. This is 4I cap. Now you see, like, I think everyone is able to, everyone can write. Let's get into our relative velocity. Nothing to do this one. VBR, what you write? VBR, VB minus VR. That's all, no? So what is VB bar? Equal to VBR plus VR bar. VBR is 4I cap. VR is 2J cap. There's the velocity of boat. Then, after getting this, velocity of wind, we know it. So what was the question that is asked? Find the direction of the flag blown over by the wind ocean on the thing, that one. What shall I do now? I got the velocity of boat here now. In what direction the flag will flutter? In what direction the flag will flutter?
Northeast.
No, I don't want the answer, I just wanted general thing here. What direction? In the direction of wind or in the direction of
Sir,
velocity
north,
of boat?
sir.
No,
North.
don't give answer. I want some general idea here. The flag will flutter in the direction of wind, or in the direction of velocity of boat, or in the direction of velocity of wind with respect to boat.
Velocity of wind with respect to boat.
That is what needed. No, that is a general idea which will help us in a lot other problems. Let's calculate velocity of the flag. This idea now. I'll write it here. What is the idea? The flag flutter. Flutters means, okay, everyone, language no problem. Flutters means it starts waving. The flag flutters along the velocity of wind with respect to boat, or VWB bar. We know VW, VB and VW. We wanted VWB bar. For that, I'll bring it. VWB bar VW 6J cap six J minus 2J will be 4J minus 4I cap minus 4I cap plus 4J cap. Minus 4I cap minus 4J cap. So how the flag? Northeast. Minus I cap plus J cap is there, no? The flag should flutter here. So yeah, I think little bit difficult here to show. So I'll put it direction of flag here. The wind is blowing, so actually the velocity of wind with respect to boat will be like this. So the flag flutters in the direction of velocity of wind with respect to boat. Hope everyone is able to understand. So a small diagram. So the flag I'm showing, the flag should be directed. The orientation of flag should be along VW bar. It's, I think, not correct, because it should be a 3D diagram, not possible for me to show. So to some extent I'm just presenting here like this. Okay, this is, I think, the problem. In every problem these quantities will change, but this idea remains same. So what you should do, calculate the velocity of wind with respect to how to calculate velocity of both VBR and VW. There's a formula. What is this VW? What I should call? Velocity of boat with respect to ground or bank. This is unknown, no? Will never. What will be known is VBR and VW will be known, no? VBR and VR will be known. So VB will calculate. VW is given. VWB bar will calculate. After the end of this class, you have to say, okay, sir, from afternoon 2 o'clock, simply we wasted time for your class, because we are not teaching anything very big here. Simple ideas, you see. Okay, no. Scribble it first. We'll take the next one more. I think we are at the... now one more. Simple problem. Don't get scared anything. Just use common sense, you can manage. A ship is moving. Ship, I think ship means will be very big. A ship is moving due east with a velocity. Velocity of ship. I think what is this? There should be a sea, no? Where the ship will move? In the sea only. And this will be a shore. Seashore we see. Now there is a truck. A truck is moving across on the ship with velocity 4 meter. Across means there's a truck
Perpendicular.
perpendicular to it. Sorry, you should have said clearly. There's a language. I think what information is given, that will be more than enough. There's a truck moving like this with a velocity 4 meter per second. Velocity of truck, I'll write it. There's a monkey.
Sir, I got the solution.
Let it be, please don't get excited, let it be. Those are completed. Okay, just wait for teacher's response. Okay, now on the truck, okay, if I just draw the truck, nothing big deal. This problem is very easy. Only thing is student has to understand the question. Now there's a monkey is there. He will climb. Please, those who are, there's a velocity of truck. Monkey, I can't show monkey here. Just I'm putting dot. How do the dot will move along z axis? So let's take help of coordinate system. Let's take the coordinate system here. Okay, this is the according to the coordinate system what we have drew there. Okay, I didn't change anything here. So what is the total? Find the speed of monkey as absorbed by the man. Now a monkey is climbing the vertical pole mounted on the truck with a velocity 3 meter per second. What is this velocity? That is along z axis. Find the speed of monkey is telling. So shall we write 3? Answer 3. It is climbing the pole with respect to truck. It is the 3 meter per second is with respect to truck. Okay, got it. Okay, now what we should do? We have to just go for the resultant of all these things, no? So the total velocity of the monkey with respect to ground should be equal to velocity of ship. I'll call this as VR. Better. It is velocity of ship square, velocity of truck square, VR square. This is the velocity of monkey with respect to ground or shore. Root 13, yeah, somebody gave answer.
13 sir answer. Not
13, sir.
1 3, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ah. It's a little bit lengthy. launch price means long boat it is. The boat only if it is a little bit long and around 50 to 60 passengers are there, it's called as a launch. Boat means 4-5. Ship means something for goods carrying like that. This is a terminology what we use at the harbor. A launch price. This is usually like if it's a busy route means like where the number of passengers to be carried are more, no, they'll bring launch. I think in some movie, I don't know. A launchy they you call, no? In if you go for Godavari Krishna district, no, that's like a launchy. launch only, the launchy they call that one. In Telugu it is. A launch plies between 2 points A and B on the opposite banks of a river, always following the line AB. There's a path with respect to ground. There's a one bank, there's other bank, there's a path with respect to ground. The distance S between the points A and B is 1200 meter. The velocity of the river current is 1.9 meter per second. It's constant over the entire width of river. The line AB makes an angle alpha 60 degrees. This angle, this path, how much of angle it will make with river current, this we know. With the direction of current. With what velocity u and at what angle beta to the line AB should the launch move to cover the distance AB and back in a time 5 minutes. You should go like this and you should return. The angle beta remains same during the passage from A to B and from B to A. Why we are giving this path? So here let me get into the thing. Path with respect to ground. We are giving definite path here. Why we are giving path all of a sudden? I think if you see boat will be very small, will not be that heavy. Launch means yes, definitely what happen, it will get into 6, 7, 8 meters into the water. The depth of water, river also matters a lot. So what they do identify, so where there is a path where the depth is around more than 5 meters, then on the launch can move. No? If the depth of water is only 1-2 meters, the launch cannot move. The launch cannot ply. So they identify the path. Okay, along that path only both return onward and return journey have to be made. Sir, what is there? It can come. Somewhere the launch may get stuck. Mud will be there or stones will be there. Not possible. So they'll identify a path. If you see the Kerala or some Tamil Nadu nearby Kaveri bank or in the Karnataka Kaveri, so many rivers are there, no? They go for a specific path here. I think there's a very practical thing. Let's work out. What is that U given? Carefully analyze and think and answer. This is a velocity of boat with respect to water it is. V is what? Velocity of river. For your convenience, I'll bring the symbols which you are familiar. U is velocity of boat with respect to river. Then how the velocity of boat with respect to ground should be along AB. I think this we will. The first onward journey. There's a question. Let's go for onward journey A to B. Path. For path AB, we'll discuss this one. Then how the velocity of boat with respect to ground should be directed along path AB. So for that, already VR is there. So VR, V will come here. So velocity with the velocity of boat I'll write. I'll bring only VB. Able to get this velocity of boat with respect to ground should be directed along AB, then only the boat can move along the path AB. How to manage this? Throughout the problem, we'll use this convention, these symbols. For our convenient, we have brought it. Okay, now the same thing, just like how is the velocity of boat with respect to river? It was like this. Velocity of a river in this direction, and this was making beta. The river current was making an angle alpha with the path. Then what is the basic condition? The resultant velocity of the boat should be along path AB. So then what should be the component of velocities of boat with respect to river and the river perpendicular to the path AB? should be equal. So what should be the VB I should write? VB should be equal to VRB cos beta. I'm slightly deviating from the topics what we earlier we brought it here. This is along the path. Perpendicular to AB, the resultant velocity should be 0. So for that, so it will be VBR sine beta equal to VR sine alpha. Alpha we know, VBR we know, VR we know it. The beta is unknown thing, we can calculate from this. VBR, how much VBR? Where it is, check. What velocity, okay, this is unknown thing, no? With what velocity u? This is unknown thing. Okay, what is VR? VR is 1.9. Alpha is 60. So let me substitute here. VBR, this is a u, this is unknown thing. Beta is what? AB is given, B is given, alpha is given. What angle? Beta is unknown, VBR is unknown. Okay, let's keep all these unknown things. VR is 1.9. Okay, I think again I have to get back all symbols, no problem here. B sine alpha 60 degrees. U sine beta, I know it. So if you know U sine beta, I wanted to continue same symbol, but some of you will get confused. So through symbols, I'm getting into a problem. VR is V, cos alpha, cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Keep it here. So now cos beta you can replace in terms of sin beta. So let's get into the time taken to move from A to B. That should be equal to AB by VB. What is VB? U cos beta plus V by 2. U sin beta we know it. U cos beta is needed. So that I'll substitute here. And now similarly time taken to move from B to A for path BA. I think A has to start because this alpha will not change. This is telling it will remain same. The velocity of river is here. The angle alpha will be same. In the return journey, so the resultant velocity how it should be directed? It should be directed along the velocity of the boat, should be directed in this direction. VB dash will write it. It cannot be some other speed. So along BA, I think we can push it up. Along BA we'll see it. What is the equation? VB should be equal to U cos beta minus VR cos alpha. Let me write our directly. I write it. I can save time. Okay, this is the thing. Now after getting this perpendicular to BA, U sin beta V sin alpha. So what is the time taken to move from B to A? Should be equal to VB dash, this VB dash, this is AB by VB dash. What is VB dash? You can write it as time taken to move from A to B is equal to U cos beta V sin alpha. The total time is given for this. What is the total time? TAB plus TBA. TAB is AB by U cos beta plus V by 2. This we can simplify. V cos alpha, or V by 2 is no, plus BA by so we know T, we know AB, beta and U are unknown thing. I think we can solve it. Anybody? Cos 60, alpha is 60, no? Cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Yeah. Somebody should give me the value, final answer. Eight meters is what I have as speed. U is 8 meters. Check it. The beta is, you have to verify. I don't have answer. Approximately 12 degrees. I do remember. Now you have to ask me questions. So you have totally doing this problem in different way. Earlier you said that in velocity of swimmer with respect to river, use that formula. I am still sticking on to the same thing. Instead of along x, along y, now we are describing the problem along the path. Getting? Earlier the problems what we discussed is it was along the river current, perpendicular to river current. That was the method I brought. Now along the path we are resolving the velocities. Hope I able to understand. So this will be much easier. If you want, you can describe along x, along y. Lot of maths will be encountered. That's why this will be safer method. Sir, how come you can say this will be the? I think again the go for vector velocity of swimmer with respect to river, velocity of river. This should be the velocity of swimmer with respect to ground. The vector diagram I think is correct. Because what is u? What is u here? U is velocity of swimmer with respect to river. Velocity of river. So that the resultant velocity of the swimmer with respect to ground should be along path AB. Don't know this. How to calculate this? We are using this vector. So I'll resolve the velocity of river and the velocity of boat with respect to river and velocity of river along this direction, and also perpendicular. If the perpendicular components are equal, then the resultant velocity can be along AB. No, that's the basic condition here. This is another way of thinking. Okay, do calculation later on. Let me jump to the other problems. Oh, no, we'll take the first make a habit of reading question. I'll come into the picture. A rocket moves horizontally with a constant velocity u at a height L. A guided missile is fired vertically with a speed v. when the rocket passes above it, assuming that the missile always aims at the rocket. I think this word aims, always aims at the rocket with a constant speed v. Find the time after which the missile strike the rocket. I think guided missiles means in whichever direction let the rocket move, it should be, we should blast that in mid-air only. So for that purpose, the guided missiles are very, very important for us, because the rocket can change its trajectory. Our missile also what happens should follow it. I think nowadays we can see in the movie, no, some fighter, the heroes, like a jet, what happen will be followed by a missile. The hero will move in random path. The missile also will move in random path. It's a guided missile. I don't know what happened to our textbooks. They made this is a particle 1, particle 2. Why particle 1? How it will move on its own? The rocket missile has become particles. So students will get lot of confusion. Sir, what makes particle to move like this? Let me start the discussion. So here the initial. So after some time at t equals 0, both were here, no? This was at t equals 0. This situation is at t equals 0. After some time, we see that it will be, the rocket will be here. And it's a guided one. Some this color, yellow color not there. It will be here. This will be rocket, position of rocket. The missile should be aim. It should aim about that one. So therefore, the path of this will be in the direction, and it will be or you can just put a dot. We will use dot. It will continue to move with its velocity. After some time, it will be here. This is at t equal to t dash. What is some t dash time? This is also at some time t dash. Here, how this will be moving. It will continue to move with velocity v. This will continue to move with a velocity u. This much of information what we have. So we will resolve
Sir, that
this.
missile is launched with 90-degree angle, no, sir?
I told you always aims. So many things I underlined. Why don't you think on them? Open eyes. Look at that. Read question once. Guided missile, I'm telling. At least you are in 21st century and guided missile don't know.
I know, sir.
Then guided missile means always what happens, the missile will be targeted towards the rocket. It will change its direction of motion.
That guided missile is only projected when the rocket is directly above its head, no, sir. So it's projected at 90 degrees, no, sir, first.
So tell me what you want, tell me now. What shall I do? You tell me, I'll do that.
At the starting point, it should be 90, I'm asking, sir. It should be 90 or not.
It's 90, no, it's there, no.
In the diagram, you gave some angle, you didn't give 90.
Here, huh?
Down, sir, at starting.
I don't know. This one here, huh? There's a path. After some time, it will change it, no. How do I can say it is here? Then from there, it starts deviating. It's having a velocity. Afterwards, it will deviate, no?
Okay, sir.
It will deviate. Okay, if you want, for your convenient, I'll write it. Okay, agreed? No?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Okay, this much is what I can draw the diagram. Now look at the distance between them. The distance is what we'll take. This is dr. One more for your this will take it dr. This distance will be dr. Okay, I agree this. So here the velocity of the rocket will be, missile will be directed like this. This velocity, if I resolve, this is theta, will be in this direction. U cos theta. Agree this. So now I'll write down this one. And what will happen to the dr with the time? Initially it was L. Finally it becomes 0, no? Finally the missile is going to go and strike the rocket. So let's write the relative velocity equation. Dr bar minus dr bar equal to V minus U cos theta into dt. The dr bar by dt will decrease with the time. Earlier it was L, finally it becomes 0. Then component of velocities along the path. Velocity of the missile will be along the path. That of the rocket, horizontally velocity along the path will be U cos theta at a given instant of time. This will integrate minus dr bar. This will be U cos theta into dt. Initially at t equals 0, it was the separation L, and finally the separation becomes 0. Then what is the time taken? Let it be capital T. So this will become plus L only. This is after integrating. This is equal to V integral dt U cos theta d theta. U is also constant. I'll take it outside. So what is the biggest problem is like L equal to Vt minus U. Look at that integral cos theta d theta. It's theta is it a constant or variable? At various positions will be different, no? Here initially what was the theta? 90. Initially theta was 90 and finally become 0. So theta is not something constant, it's a variable. So this has to be now determined. So how to bring this value is what our question now. Okay, let's come further. And finally what happened? The missile will strike the rocket finally after somewhere. So what we see that these two dots, yellow and these two dots will be at same position. This happened at t equal to 0, this t equals 0, and this is at time t. So what is the net horizontal displacement they have undergone? There is a displacement of missile. There should also be equal to displacement of rocket. What is the net horizontal displacement they have undergone? Should be equal, no? For the, what is the condition for missile to hit rocket? The horizontal displacement of rocket and missile must be same. Okay, what is the horizontal displacement of rocket? There is no problem. Very easily we can find out what is XR. XR should be equal to U into T. What about XM? That of the missile. XM should be equal to V cos theta into dt integral. V is a constant. I'll bring outside. I'll equate these two. Ut is equal to V integral of 0 to t cos theta d theta. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So comparing 1 and 2, put 2 in 1. So in place of this it should be ut by b. V square minus u square t by v. So what is the time is equal to Lv by v square minus u square. What is the basic necessity condition? V must be greater than u, no? Then only possible. Time should be positive. Okay, all these problems better I think with the teacher you are supposed to learn. Little bit very difficult to analyze that mathematically. All these are like problems for learning purpose. Completed. We'll have one more problem. I think it's 9:45, 7:45. Three persons, 1, 2 are at vertices of an equilateral triangle of length L. Move one towards the other in a cyclic way, that is 1 towards 2, 2 towards 3, with a constant speed v. Find the time taken by them to meet and total distance covered. And there's also some sort of a student has to learn, then you have to apply for various situations. And there's a one initial diagram. So the person 1 is here. It's very difficult to show the person. I'll take help of the different colors. 3 persons are there. The one will always move towards 2. After this at t equals 0. At t equals 0, there is a position. After some time, okay, initially at instant of time, initially this will be the velocity. Then 2 will have velocity directed towards 3. 3 will have velocity directed towards 1. After some time, the 1 will be here. Okay, yeah, fine. After some time, the 1 will be here. Then where 2 will be here. So its velocity what happened now when it will be directed in this way, no? So here he will not be here, he will be somewhere here. 2 will be somewhere here. 3 will be somewhere here. So why can't it be on same straight line? Because when 2 comes here, its velocity should be directed in this way. So therefore he will leave this path, it has to be. So finally they will meet at centered of triangle. So how the path of this will be like this, path of this will be like this. You can put few more dots, you'll get exact picture. At any instant you put arrow, this velocity will be directed toward this one. Here the velocity will be directed toward this path. This will be directed toward this one, you see. This velocity here will be directed in this direction. The velocity of this red dot will be directed toward this black dot. The velocity of this dot will be directed toward this one. I'll show that in the dotted line. So what's happening now? Something they are going to move in a, I think the curve little bit, this is, I'll adjust the diagram so that it will be conceptually correct. Not possible. The curve itself is wrong little bit. Okay, yeah. I think more than this I am helpless. Everything I have to set right. Like this, what happen? The triangles, there'll be other vertices of triangle, and the perimeter of the triangle will keep on decrease. Finally, they'll meet at this particular point at t equals 0. They were here, and after some time t, all will meet here. But what is the speed everywhere? The speed will be constant speed. Okay, how to calculate this time taken? I'll go for this relative velocity. What was the initial separation? It was L. So take help of this. This was V. This is 1. This is 2, no? And this is 60 degrees. This was separation L. This is at t equals 0. And finally they'll meet here. Both will be this is at t equal to 0. After some time t, they'll be here. So for your again benefit, I'm just showing the path. It will be like this. Got it? Path of 1, path of 2. So final separation is 0. Initial separation is L. So we'll go for relative velocity concept. V relative is equal to S relative by time taken. What is the V relative? V minus V sine 60. Sorry, V cos 60. V minus of final separation is 0. Initial separation is L by T. So V minus of minus, this will be V by 2 equal to L. So what is the time taken will be 2L by 3V. So we are not understanding this. Relative velocity along the path, along that initial line. V cos 60 minus V. Why negative sign? If I take this is positive, V cos 60 should be negative, no? So what is the relative velocity along the initial path? Along this initial line joining 1 and 2 should be V minus of minus V cos 60. So applying the relative velocity concept. Sir, why you are taking this L? Final separation is 0. Initial separation is L. What about the total distance covered? Total distance moved by each person. Total distance moved by each person, or path length. that should be equal to S equal to V into T. So this will be V 2L by 3V. So this much of distance the each person will move. Path length means here like this length. Like that the persons will be there at the hexagon and they'll start moving. They'll be at a square, they'll be start moving. Try to think on them. Previously we did for 2 particles, a rocket missile. Now here I brought it for 3 particles. This is a little bit easier. Huh? Now 4 particles also you can manage. Finally they'll all meet at this particular point. So all the persons meet at centroid of triangle. Okay.
Sir, here, I is the V cos 16 negative, sir, here.
If V is positive, then V cos 60 should be negative, no? If this is positive, V cos 60 degree will be opposite to V.
Okay, sir, okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, how
Yes, sir,
L
yes, sir,
is
okay.
positive?
How?
L is positive.
Displacement ma final separation minus initial separation.
0 minus L will come na, sir.
No, not like that. Actually, we are discussing a relative speed here, not displacement.
Sir, L, sir, in S relative.
No, I know. It's not like V relative bar. I didn't write.
Yes, sir, okay.
Distance,
It's
relative
speed, okay.
distance it is.
Okay, sir.
Separation, initial, like a, you mean to say like a delta S bar I didn't write, the final separation, initial separation here. So what was the separation from L? It has become 0. We are not writing displacement.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. Nothing wrong, but here we are taking help of the relative speed. That's why I didn't write V relative bar. I didn't write it. Okay, sir, then how come you write it here? Relative speed is that I should take that one, no? Relative speed. Relative speed by relative separation by time taken. So this I'll write. I'll give some specific name. Okay, we'll end up the class. Tomorrow you have to prepare for exam. Okay, we had some, I think, hope everyone enjoyed, because at any cost I wanted to have this class, because again if I miss today's class, tomorrow not possible, again Sunday, so we'll miss this particular topic here. That's why I was also eagerly waiting for the internet to be restored. Even I was made up my mind, even at 9 also comes, okay, 9 to 11 we'll have a class, nothing, no problem. One day we'll learn, nothing wrong. Hope everyone enjoyed the problem, what all you waited for till 6 o'clock. I think it was justified. Few more problems are there. Okay, I left that in the notes. Okay, if you want you can try them. Some 4 or 5 problems are left over. You can try them also. Better revise for tomorrow's exam, that'll be better. Okay, we'll end up the class. Thank you all of you. Thank you for showing interest. I think
Thank you, sir.
2 o'clock, even at 6 o'clock
Thank you,
almost students
Thank you,
attended.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye. Yeah, I'll end up the class. Thank you all of you.